Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome, you're tuned into Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on NBC News Radio, CNBC News, and NBC Sports. AM 1050, FM 106.5, streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Amazon Music, Audible, Tiki Live, Rumble, JioSaavn, and more. Can you tell I had my coffee this morning? This is a show about hope and happiness. So there's no gossip, no scandal, no K words, no Kanye talk at all. Instead, I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time with topics like yesterday, estate planning. I know you think you can live forever, but it's never too early to balance out being in the moment with thinking about future, especially in this weird market right now with money and finances and things like that. By the way, Sam and I are both on this new field of looking at exactly that. So if you are interested in enhancing your financial abilities, then you can contact us. We're doing these free workshops that are helping people if you've been laid off, all of those things. So a little commercial there. But it's my big Asian brother, John Shin, who has convinced me that, you know, there's easier ways to stabilize your finances. So anyways, that's that. I had Marion Ross on, 94 years young, and it was a delight having her. So if you missed that show, just go to my YouTube channel. It's a free subscribe, and you'll get everything there. And today, as you can see, I got somebody cute in my studio. His name is Sam Works. You know, it's Thursday because it's Straight Talk with Dr. Marissa and
Sam Works.
He'll tell you all the fun things he's doing, but first, just welcome him back to the show. Good morning, darling.
Good morning, darling. How you doing?
I'm happy and grateful. Let's start with that, with our gratitude sandwich. Thanks for your eyeballs that are rolling in. You know that you can love stream with us every Thursday morning. YouTube channel, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Yes, Dr. Marissa, my newest tag is she's everywhere. So you can come in, not literally, to comment on what you're grateful for and then what you appreciate about yourself. That's what breakfast is, taking a bite of my gratitude sandwich. Sam, you started off. What are you grateful for?
You know, I'm grateful for just yesterday. Like, the whole day was very relaxing, and I enjoyed it, and you know, couldn't ask for anything better. So
fantastic. I am grateful that I made it just in time to start the live. I was running. See, Thursdays, Sam is one of my biggest cheerleaders for my weight loss and getting healthy and looking good enough to start dating again. And so obviously Thursday mornings I have to go to the gym. And when I go to the gym, it's like packing in an extra day into my morning. And I couldn't find my makeup bag. And I thought it was in the car, and I ran down, well, elevated it down to the building. 8 floors. I'm now on the 8th floor. And made it back up just in time. Thank goodness. This is the second gratitude is for Polly, who knows what to do even when I'm not there, and popped in, and I heard the sound, and I knew it was time to start. And grateful for my co-host. So I just did 3, who definitely makes Thursdays much more naughty and fun for me. As we ramp up into the weekend, I get to talk about fun things. That's 3. You get to catch up.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm grateful that it's not that hot yet. Like summer has not came rolling in with the heat. I don't really do well in the heat. And then I'm also grateful for all the new little restaurants and stuff that I get to go try out. Instead of eating the same foods over and over again. So there's mine.
There you go. Somebody gave us a finger. I don't know if it was during yours or mine, but thank you so much. We do see them, not that finger, but this finger. If you want to comment or give your gratitude, please do the comments and I'll pop them up on the screen. But my last gratitude is that I'm 88% done decorating, and I'm grateful that I get a chance to clean, like literal deep spring cleaning. That's the one silver lining of moving. And so I'm almost done, and I'm very excited to show the finishing when it's finished. But we're 88% done. Have I shown you the new view?
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really nice. Every time we do the show, you got like some progress made inside
Yes.
your
Yes.
room. So.
That's what life is. A little bit of progress every day. Keeps the doctor away. What's your last gratitude?
Whew. Honestly, my last gratitude would probably be able to have a vehicle, some transportation in my life, because I wouldn't know what to do if I had to walk everywhere I went or like ride a bike or something. So
And there are people
that have a car.
Yeah. Quit messing with your hair. You're gonna make me start doing that. Looks good though. Did you get it cut?
Yeah. Oh, actually,
A little
2
bit.
Thursdays ago, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we're at the bottom of the bun, which does not mean that Sam likes to be on the bottom. It means that the bottom of the bun expresses our appreciation for ourselves. Why is this important? Because if you can't approve of yourself, how the fork do you expect other people to? And it helps keep us from walking around looking for love in all the wrong places. Who likes me? Who loves me? Who approves of me? And with social media, literally, who likes me? Man, every day I get somebody who hits me up for, I can help you get more views. I can help you get more likes. It's like, none of that even matters anymore because of how you can buy stuff. And like I was talking of, those blue verified, you have to buy them. And she's been monitoring. It doesn't even make a difference. So I appreciate that I know how to approve of myself, and I do not need external validation. It's nice to get compliments. I got a super huge compliment the other day from my coachee on the show, Big Will, but I don't need it. It's icing on my cake. Criticism and compliments are icing on my cake, but I bake my own cake.
There you go. I like it.
You appreciate it.
I appreciate that I have a lot of it's kind of a gratitude, but I appreciate that I'm be able to keep my friends and family around, to keep myself up and alive in this world. So
you're likable enough by friends and family. That's enough.
Yeah, basically.
All right. I appreciate that I can find the humor in almost everything. Like even the Russian this morning, I was like, well, this is like an extra workout, and I can laugh at myself.
I appreciate that I see the world with the glass half full rather than half empty.
Beautiful. My last one is I am not, my middle name is not polyamorous. It's Pollyanna. I made that mistake one time when I had a show, my first show, this was years and years ago, and happy LGBTQ month, by the way, A+ month. And I had a polyamorist on the show. Well, I had him on because it was June, and he was explaining LGBTQ A+, not necessarily that he was a polyamorous person. and I heard it as Pollyanna. And so I said, oh, that's my middle name. And my sound engineer at the time was like, wrong Polly. This Polly needs a crack up. Okay. Last appreciation.
I appreciate that I'm always trying to better myself and create the best version of myself. I don't think I'll ever get to that point because there's always room for growth, but I appreciate that I keep going. I keep trying.
Yes, you are trying sometimes. I'm just kidding. You've been on time and not needing me to call or text you. So
that's progress.
That is huge progress. So that's it for today's breakfast with Dr. Marissa and
Sam Works.
Thanks for having breakfast with us. And I promise you that if you do this for 28 consecutive days in the morning, you'll have wrapped your day in the best, most positive way. All right. And it's a fun day today. Did you see my promo?
Yes, I did.
Did you laugh?
I did.
Okay, here we go. So, what sign are you? Is it the oldest pickup line in the world, or is there some truth to successful matches based on your horoscope or your horoscope? Join my co-host Sam Works and I when we take a look at how the stars align or misalign. And if there's time, we'll take a look at the Chinese horoscope as well. I was born in the year of the ox, and there's 12 different animals. And apparently, I should avoid hooking up with a sheep because every horoscope says you should avoid this and hook up with that. So I should avoid sheep, and I would have a good time with a cock, as in rooster. What?
I think I'm a rooster. I don't know. I'm either a rooster or a rabbit. I forgot which one I was. Okay, let's look
now.
All right. Speed up the
now.
Speed up the process.
Chinese horoscope. Yeah, we'll do the Chinese first, maybe, because I'm Chinese. I know you thought I was Swedish. What year were you born?
99.
Oh, you are a rabbit. Because you were born in the same year as my daughter. So I can do that. What month were you born?
September.
Okay, so you're definitely a rabbit. All right.
Okay, I'm a rabbit.
So let's see who you should hook up with and who you should avoid. Okay, so let's see. Relationships. All right, where's my eyes here? All right. It says that you crave for independence and freedom, and you are proud of your abilities, and you prefer saying things up front rather than keeping them hidden, which sounds very much like you. Let's see, compatibility,
accurate, yeah.
Right? Love compatibility. You are, oh no, this is wrong. Oh, this is good for the compatibility of let's see, who are rabbits compatible? That's pretty funny. You're born in the year of the dog, the sheep, or the pig. So that's interesting. I'm supposed to not get along with sheep, but you do get along with sheep. So let's see how old they are.
Maybe because sheep follow or something. I don't know.
No. It's all based on the year you were born. So what year
is the sheep?
Are sheep born? And I need to know this too because this is the age that I should avoid. Let's see, 2015. So that would make 99. So not you you're good with people who are 8 years younger than you or 4 years older than you. So
4 years older or 8 years younger.
8 years younger. And for me, it would be I should avoid ones that are 6 years older than me or 6 years younger than me.
Oh man, you got the sweet spot.
Oh yeah, or and then you just add 12 because it's always 12 more, right? So you can just add 12 if you want to go out with an older woman, right? You're compatible with 12 plus whatever I told you older. That's how that's. But you are compatible with more than the average animal.
What can I say?
You've got the dog as well, which is the year born in the dog is 90, so 5 years younger than you, or 7 years older. And let's see. What was the other one? Sheep, dog, and something else. Anyway, you basically you can go out with just about anybody based on that. Based on that horoscope.
I didn't hear ox though. Oh, it was pig. It was pig.
Yeah, was it pig? Okay,
yeah.
So then pig, you're good with pigs. And anybody can find this out. I'm just Googling. You know what I should do is share the screen so you know what I'm doing. This is like the easy thing to do. Okay, so pigs are born. See here, you're 1999. So I look for the one closest to 1999. And then that is 4 years younger than you or 8 years older than you. Do you see that, what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you know do you know anything about your rabbitness? Besides, rabbits are pretty fertile.
Oh man. No, actually, I don't. I don't know anything about rabbits.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the regular. What sign are you? So we're at a bar, and I go up to you, and I think you're cute, and I say, "So, what sign are you?" Literally, that is the oldest pickup line, I think. Right?
I'm a rabbit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, you can say that next time. That would be an interesting way to make it well different, right?
They would be so confused.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And then I'll have to come up with some cheesy, follow up.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so zodiac. So what sign are you? Literally.
I'm a Virgo.
Oh Lord, you're like my daughter. Virgo compatibility chart. Let's do this. Who are virgins compatible with? No, I'm just kidding. Who are Virgos compatible with? All right. Libras are low. Oh, they've got a friendship. Can you see this?
It's very small on my screen, unfortunately.
Is it?
But
okay.
Yeah, but you can read it to me.
Let's see. Is that better?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
All right. Libra, low. So Libras are what? They're born in
October.
Born after you. Right. My other daughter's
Libra.
Scorpio's high. And Sagittarius is medium. Capricorn. So what's Capricorn? When are Capricorn?
Capricorn's like December.
Okay. So months after you. Winter season. Anybody with a birthday in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that kind of makes sense, huh?
Right? Okay, let's do me.
Yeah, what's your sign?
Leo. I'm a Leo in 5 working planets, which is, they say, like rare and unbelievable. Because
so you're a purebred, basically.
When the astrologer did my charts on the show, she was like stunned. She'd never seen anybody that strong. And I said, what does that mean, Leo, in 5 planets? She says, you just can't help yourself. You have to be in front. You have to be on camera. You have to win. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's me. Aries, hi. Oh, hi. Taurus, hi. I don't usually get along with Tauruses.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Gemini, medium, Cancer, low. When is Aries?
You know what? I don't know any of those, to be honest with you.
When is Aries born? Okay. Aries is the first sign, so March to April. So anybody who's just had a birthday, right? What's the other one they said? Taurus?
Taurus. She's a Taurus.
Second sign. So I'm in the first quarter, April to May.
Wow.
You're in the last quarter. I'm in the first quarter. That's the easiest way for me to do it. Okay. Who is the soulmate of a Leo? Taurus, Gemini. Oh, geez, anybody. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Libra, Aries, basically. All right. Who should Leo marry? Well, I'm not getting married again. I'm not even going to look at that. Never mind. All right. Who should you marry?
Dun, dun, dun. It better not give me a name. Just kidding.
Huh? Pardon?
I said it better not give me a name. Like
what are you again? Virgo?
Yes.
Compatibility chart. Nobody. No, just kidding.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, most not compatible with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, who may come off as fickle or flighty for Virgo. That's pretty consistent with the things that you've been talking about, right? You don't like people who are flighty.
Yeah. Flighty is like, what's the definition of flighty?
Not dependable, not reliable, here, there, doesn't really have an opinion, like not all there. The traditional dumb stereotype.
Okay.
Virgos are known for being more pessimistic about love than others. So for them to commit is a big deal. Astrologers say that Virgo tends to be the most compatible. Oh, we did that already. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, this is the sun. This is going to be funny because they exaggerate. Typically cynical and high strung. Virgo needs a lot of time and stability to develop a strong connection with someone. So like, this is where, do you really believe everything that a horoscope tells you about yourself? And have you ever heard me use the external locus of control and internal locus of control? Have you ever heard me talk about that?
No, but it sounds very interesting.
Okay, so horoscopes, Chinese or traditional horoscopes, they predict something, right? They're a prediction of something. And if you are externally locus of control, you believe your BS, your belief system is that you have a destiny. It's already been determined. You don't have that much choice. It's already written in the whatever, right? And you're just basically not a robot, but you are predestined for whatever it is. That fate plays a big part in your future and who you are. Okay, so if you get up every morning and check what your horoscope says about what your day's going to be like, right? Or if you say, oh, Mercury is in retrograde, therefore I'm going to have a bad day, or things are going to be screwed up, or things like that, right? That's external locus of control. You have no control. Everything is controlled by external forces, right? Now, the opposite to that is me. So I don't even care if, whatever is in my family, right? If it's disease or if it's whatever that thing is that is supposed to it runs in the family. I'm like, I call that BS. I call that belief system and I say, no, I have internal locus of control. I am the boss of me. I'm the boss of my destiny. I am the boss of what happens to me. I create my reality. I create what's going to happen in the future by what I'm thinking and doing now. So that's extreme internal locus of control. Does that make sense? So
Right.
horoscopes usually I don't consult them. I don't, it's not that I don't believe them. I now believe in them. I used to not even believe them. Now I believe in them because it's not like they control me, but I chose to come in as a Leo in 5 planets. Like I made that decision somewhere because I think we're all part of a quantum energetic soup and that we are all part of the energy that creates the worlds. And we wait in a line like in Disneyland in the fast track to get on this ride, this joy ride called life. And we're all lined up and we choose every time to come down and experience something. And so the fact that I chose some contrast or trauma as a child that I'm very open about is because I wanted to experience power this time. And how best to experience power or develop power than to choose to come into a home where I was powerless, right? And I also chose to come in as a Leo in 5 planets so that I could have that no fear, right? Put myself out there, like ball buster, or use the pain to develop power. So that's why I believe in the horoscope, but not as it's a determinant, but I determined it.
Nice. I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Now we're going to challenge that by, I have this book, and did I do this with you before? It's called The Secret Language of Birthdays. And
wow. Okay.
it's a big book. Have you
Big
seen
book.
it? Okay, we haven't done this before, right?
No.
Good. So I was born on August 10th, and every time it says, it'll have a day that you were born. Okay, and it gives you different things. See if this sounds like me. I was born on the day of the velvet voice. I mean, what are the chances that I do radio? Right? Like that is, there's so many whatcots, which is what are the chances of that? August 10th people project their image forcefully on the world around them. Theirs is a voice that literally must be heard. It is noteworthy that their mode of expression often assumes equal importance with the content of their statement. Thus, matters of style and technique figure prominently in their communication. They are often sought out by others for their liveliness and good humor. Highly dependable, nothing flighty about them, but they have a great capacity for making people feel good, thus make excellent entertainers. Like, what are the chances of that, right?
Look at that. I said, look at that.
Look at that, right? When they feel appreciated, the ability of those born on this day to give of themselves, not only to loved ones, but to many with whom they come to contact in daily life, seems unlimited. Yet, even giving can be an escape for avoiding the difficult but important introspective work that needs to be done in order to bring their personality to full bloom. You're never going to get it done. You're never going to get it right. That constant progress. And we were just talking about that at breakfast. So does that sound like me?
I think that's closer, more accurate than the horoscope, than the Chinese year, than,
Although the Chinese one is, well, I know it by heart. The Chinese one says kind, patient, good with others. Okay? That's
right.
what it
2
says.
out of 3.
So I know, right? No P. I think let's see. Description of the ox. It says, it pulled up the dictionary. It says ox are commonly castrated. Oh, that's hilarious. Chinese zodiac. Thank you. That's what I was at. It's the second. They're leaders, hardworking, who can work for a long time compared to other people without being tired and without complaint. The ox is independent. They need to have a peaceful and quiet place to work. This is not true. Even though they are not talkative, they're very reliable and supportive of people around them. Patience and honesty are 2 characteristics. So that's wrong. Ox is very stubborn. Yes. Hard to change their mind. Usually calm, but when they're at their limit, they can turn into a violent person. That's the Mongolian in me. People who are born on the get along with people that are born in the rooster and the snake and the rat, but not with ones in the year of the tiger or horse. Oh, this one's a little bit different. Let's do you, because you don't know what a rabbit does, right?
I know they produce a lot.
Yep, they're pretty fertile. Okay, let's go to the, let's see, home, and find the animal.
And then we're gonna have to do my birthday.
Yeah, on the day you were born, for sure. Okay. Here's the rabbit. That was kind of cute. Okay. The rabbit is considered to be calm, reserved, introspective, and thoughtful. People born in this year are considered to be too sensitive for the world around them. This so describes my daughter. They have a hard time thriving in competitive or aggressive settings and get anxious when others force them to take risks. That doesn't sound like you. Yes or
no? The last part, they get anxious when what?
When others force them to take risks.
I mean, taking risk is always kind of nerve-wracking, right? Depending on the circumstances and what you got to do. But
okay, the male rabbit is focused on seeking fairness and equality, known as being ruled by justice. It's rare that a man in this sign is ever unfaithful or unjust. Gentle, courteous, and considerate. That's a nice description. It is
I'll take it. Yeah.
It is one of the luckiest signs in the Chinese zodiac, by the way.
Is it?
Yes, it is. All right.
Well, I'm a pretty lucky guy.
Yes, you are. You are. You're on this show as a co-host. All right, give it to me. What day are you born?
September 2nd.
Okay. The day of the business-like attitude.
Let's go.
Those born on September 2nd are not big on frills. They hate phoniness and despise all forms of affectation. Drama would be the. Rarely will they make excuses for their work or behavior. It's true. They let their actions speak for themselves. They also have little time for probing analytic explanations for their motives. preferring to let their actions speak for themselves. They just want to get on with the job, and indeed can become workaholics. Let's see. This one's I don't think is much. Let's see. They also tend to react explosively when they are subject to undue criticism. Because of this weakness, they generally come to depend heavily on a trusted associate or family member whose opinion they respect. They present an unassuming exterior, don't go out of the way to draw attention to themselves. If blessed with moderate talents, they generally choose a tried and true career path with a low risk factor. This doesn't sound like you at all. The more unusual people born on this day may seek some degree of danger and excitement, but usually prefer to generate it themselves rather than just go along for the ride. I mean, there's like 2 pages of it, so maybe it gets, but from what the first part of it doesn't sound like you.
It doesn't?
Right? It doesn't. It says your strengths are fair, honest, and unpretentious. That I would say is pretty accurate. Your weaknesses are yet unyielding, moody, and explosive. That doesn't sound like you at all.
I'm pretty good at hiding that. So
okay, so would you say you've learned how to not do that?
yes.
Okay. So maybe
I'm still working on it.
You're still working on it. Okay.
I have like specifically one time I kind of like blew up on my mom and my sister because like it was just like one thing after another just getting, built up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when like I turned that stuff around. I can't there's no reason for me to explode on them like that,
Okay,
and that
so
was
maybe it is you're more close than I thought.
I would say that's it's accurate if I was less mature and less confident in myself. Because back in the day, it sounded like a younger me. It doesn't sound like me now,
Right?
and that's why you don't see it. But I younger me, yeah.
Interesting. That's a lot. I wonder if she's listening.
She's like, do me. She's like,
I know. She wants me to probably do the. Okay. So for me, my strengths are attractive, fun, and vocally seductive. And my weaknesses are needy and lacking in self-trust. So, that's what we work on. It's an interesting thing. So what is your track record on dating successful versus not successful, stars aligning versus stars not aligning with respect to the signs?
So I'm not that big on signs. And so even when I was dating, I never really like try to figure out if we're compatible or not.
Well, look back. Let's figure this out. The last really bad relationship you had. If you look back and isolate one of your bad relationships.
Okay, some people that has had bad relationships. I don't think I've had like any bad relationships. Like me personally, I tend to pick some really nice, respectable women, and it's only bad because we broke up, right? It's not bad because the relationship was toxic or anything like that.
Right. Okay. So you don't think that it has anything to do with anything?
Right.
Okay. So my husband is a Leo. Let's see, Leo friendship. Okay, Leo. Highly compatible. That's bullshit talkie.
I mean, you guys were together for quite some time.
My sentence was 9.2 years.
Mm.
So this is again where I'm much more. Are you doing something with? Is that you or me?
Yeah, give me a second. It's because two people called me and it just disrupted the signal. So let me log out and I'll log back in. But I'm interested in what you have to say. So give me 1 second.
All right. If you've just tuned in, I haven't done a station ID. We are looking at signs and compatibility. So if you're interested in seeing what Chinese horoscope animal you are and seeing if you're compatible or not, that's what we're doing. And I also have this great book, which is On the Day That You Were Born. And I am looking at people's birthdays to see. Oh my God.
What happened?
Do you know my mic has been muted this whole time?
No.
No?
Well, I heard you this whole time.
Oh, Lord Almighty. I just noticed it was flashing. Am I muted now?
I don't know. I can hear you the whole time.
Oh. Let me just check the audio. Oh, good. It was not on the Yeti. It was on the internal microphone. OMG, that was such a save. Okay, now I'm on the good mic, but it was a good thing I wasn't on the good mic because it was muted. All right. What is your mom's? Let's see. What is your mom's birthday?
Christmas.
And we'll see if she's compatible with your stepdad.
I don't know my stepdad's birthday.
Birthday? You don't know. Okay. Do you know what year he was born? You don't know that either.
No.
Okay. We won't do it. So, but if you're listening and you want your birthday analyzed, let's do Polly. Polly, do you want to know what yours is? He's like, I don't know if I want to do that. What's Polly's birthday? Do you know?
I believe it's July 7th.
July 14th. He does want it done. I love it. July 14th. So that makes you, let's see, here we go. You were born on the day of the convincing storyteller.
Oh, man, look at that. Hey, okay. Yeah,
all right. Where are my glasses? I dropped the glasses.
You know, I do have to say, while you find your glasses, when me and Paul have, I call it in-home conversations when we're at the house. And we're just like talking about like topics and stuff like that. You know, he shows me a different side or a different view or a different perspective of things. And I always tell him, like, dude, this is why we're friends. Because when we're talking, like, I was like, okay, Paul, I see what you mean. I get it. Like, I never, pictured that way. It's kind of funny.
That's cool.
It goes along with the whole convincing conversations. All right, now you're muted.
And what confidence they don't gain by a forthright, trustworthy image they magically induce through an unassuming charm. I would agree. Some born on this day boldly inspire confidence from the first meeting. Others win hearts through precisely the opposite. A low-key and even self-deprecatory approach. Those July 14th people who impress one as conservative or even colorless can nonetheless be very credible due to their objectivity and professional image. Wow, that's like right on for the Polly I know. For sure. They are convincing and how. Let's see. Your strengths are fascinating, convincing, and seductive.
Seductive. Okay.
Weaknesses are misleading, unreliable, and manipulative. I do not have that for Polly at all.
Yeah.
He's very reliable. He's more reliable than you are. But just saying.
Ouch. I mean, it's true, but ouch.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't believe I just said that. Paul, I did that for a laugh for Polly. Okay, and let's see. What year was Polly born? I'm going to see what Chinese horoscope you are.
Oh, he is also a rabbit.
Oh, he's a rabbit too? Okay, so everything I just said about the rabbit is true for you. Silly rabbit. Silly rabbit. All right. What are we talking about today? We're talking about what sign are you and does it influence your ability to have a great relationship? And both Sam and I are not real believers in the influence of the horoscope. I believe it's more due to preferences, personality, matches versus your horoscope. But the one thing, like, you know, that opposites attract.
Mhm.
So if you are like, there are some signs that are more of a homebody, some signs that are more adventurous, right? That's part of their. So I can see how that might play into the relationship for sure. But you know, what would be interesting is to find a guest to come on who's actually an expert in this to see if, you know, if it really is something or not.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Every time when someone does bring up the whole horoscope
Uh-huh.
thing, it does amaze me every time, and it's kind of cool. But I kind of take it with like a grain of sand or a grain of salt or whatever, because at the end of the day, we have that internal factor that you're talking about. So it's like, oh, that is kind of interesting. It is accurately enough to like wow me. However, I believe that everything is built and everything is created, or creating, I should say, in present form. I don't think everything's already like set in stone. So you can build yourself and you can create yourself in the image that you want rather than what the world tries to perceive you as,
True. For sure. I'm just texting Alon to see if she wants to play along.
Alon Carter.
One of your favorite people, I know. But anyway, so that's what we've been talking about. And next week, we're going to talk about toxic relationships because that's what we were going to talk about. But I felt like we've been talking about like negative sides of relationships for like
Yeah,
3 or 4 weeks in a row.
we really have, haven't we?
Right? Which is why I wanted to give us a break and talk about a little bit of a lighter thing. Okay, Alon said July 3rd. Okay, listen in because we're doing your thing.
Did she give you the year too, or?
She didn't give me the year because she's smart. We'll just do her on the day that you were born. Okay. She was born on the day of the commemorator. They're chroniclers, diarists, and commemorators of events and tradition. Many born on this day think of themselves as upholders of the rights of the common man or woman. That's definitely her. True champions of the strangest and most wayward individuals. They themselves may just as likely be of conservative appearance and habits. That's definitely not true. Strengths: observant, truthful, sensitive. Weaknesses: all-knowing, overcritical, withdrawn. Again, not as accurate as the one for me. That's what I would say.
You know what I find interesting? Those three categories that we've been looking at, the Chinese sign, the zodiac sign, and the birth date, we're going by year for one, month by the other, and day for the other one. So they don't really cross-reference each other, which is cool because then you don't have to compare. It's just this is what they say, this is what you are.
Right. It's a whole different reference point for
Right.
sure. For sure.
I
Yeah.
would, honestly, I probably wouldn't talk to someone if they approached me and they asked me all three. They're like, hey, what's your Chinese sign? What's your zodiac sign? What's your birthday? Because I can find everything out about you. I'd be like, you know nothing about me. I'm gonna move on, you know?
That's a really good point. And this is like a larger how we assess and judge people,
Hmm.
right? Are you going to project on someone a reference point based on the day they were born or the year they were born that uh, presumes that part of them that you haven't experienced or don't know? So this is such an important point. I'm glad you brought it up. The whole your BS, your belief system will influence how you see that person after the very first moment that you meet them. And this is the power and the error in BS belief systems.
Mm.
So if your first experience with them is a negative one, it's very difficult to see them in a more positive light because that negative frame is now etched into your glasses. So it's very difficult to see something good when you've already been alerted to something that drives you crazy.
Right.
I'm working on an article or even like a talk or a workshop on, getting, that chip on your shoulder or, has someone got your goat, and our job is to work on that ourselves. It's got nothing to do with them. That's why I don't like personality tests, is because, or even like I use Myers-Briggs because it does help understand why some people drive you crazy. Because if you're someone who likes to stay at home and quiet time and all of that, you're going to be driven nuts after a while by someone who just wants to go out and party. Right? That's just logic. But if I think that they'll never be able to, come to the middle or do something, then, you just wasted that time. I'm looking
Yeah.
for three things at the same time. We're out of time. I just got the notice from Polly. Final word.
Final word is it's all fun and dandy. Do your research, do what you want, but don't judge a book by its cover, right? So don't be reading horoscopes and zodiacs and making that decision before you meet the person, whether they're toxic or not.
My final word is you are the boss of you. And you are more than your horoscope. Use it for fun or for a little, self-exploration, but don't take yourself and your relationships with zodiacs with your insignificant other too seriously. That's my final word. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. As usual, we have a fun time. This is not just about straight people, by the way. Mark told me that someone asked him, is the show just for about straight people? And no, we talk about everyone. Happy LGBTQ8+ month. It's all about balance. Peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace. Tune in tomorrow for Tempting Conversations with Dr. Marissa and Alon Carter. Now go and have the best day ever. See you tomorrow.